like, and share, baby. We got an even series against all odds. My goodness, that was terrible. Oh, wow. All right. Welcome in. Moose at the box. Y'all hit the like, y'all hit the share. But I'm backed in somewhere over that way. My goodness. Folks, that started out great, didn't it? And then, no. Then it went very wrong. But, you know what? Here's the best way I can put it. That felt like last year, didn't it? Where the offense came out so hot. And we talked about that yesterday. After we finished yesterday's game and we went through everything, we were like, man, that was not great. Like, everything that went wrong. And we can get into a few things today that went wrong, because there were some. Like, it wasn't the best outing from the Tigers, clearly, but they got the win, and that's important. But one of the things I said after yesterday, it was like, all right, they got to come out and they got to get a fast start. Like, if you can hang a few runs in the first, that's gonna do wonders for you. And boy, they did that. I mean, you come out in the first inning, you get the solo homer from Tanks, and then the 2-run homer from Jones, which I'll be honest, I thought was a foul ball. Like, would have totally bet money that was a foul ball. Was not, thank goodness. Oh, Eduardo, not a 12-pack, sir. Not a 12-pack. Much worse, actually. Yeah, much worse than a 12-pack. They took years off my life today, people. Hold on, I'll let y'all into the car. Hold on. So you get three. Like, you get the solo homer from Tanks. You get the 2-run shot from Jones, again, which I thought it was foul. Stanley Reed, you are correct. Tommy White is the best third baseman in the country. And look, I was going to get to this later. I'll get to it right now. LSU has committed 4 errors in 2 games, which is very uncharacteristic from what we've seen from this team. Like, can we be clear? They came into this weekend fielding 980. 980, which is freaking big league. Like, that is what you want. No one brought their glove to the park except for Tommy freaking White. Tommy White has made every single play you want him to make at third base all year. Not just today, all year. We can go back to the freaking Stony Brook, Northern Illinois weekend when Northern Illinois hit that wicked ground ball to third base and he backhands it and turns a double play. He has been awesome. The improvement, the progression that you've seen from him defensively while still hitting the baseball at the level that he is. And didn't we talk about that? Didn't we talk about that on the preview? That Tommy was ready to break out, and here it is. You're seeing it. Let's talk about the at-bat. Was it in the third when LSU has the bases loaded? The bases loaded. Him coming up to the plate. How many times have we seen Tommy up at the plate this year with the bases loaded? And you didn't get that result. But that was a very mature at-bat. Very mature at-bat from a junior who you need, your leader. You need that at-bat. He could have easily tried to do too much. Easily. And no one would have blamed him. You were already up at that point, what, 5-1, 7-1, 7-1. You easily could have been like, man, we're going to make it 11-1 right here. He didn't. He took the pitch and just drove it to right field and drives in 2 more. Extremely, extremely mature at bat from Tommy White. And the play he made late in the game with his glove in the 8th inning to get LSU out of that jam was fantastic. Y'all, that was a great game. I mean, that was exhilarating. It wasn't fun. Austin Boudreaux, thoughts on the relief pitching tonight? A lot like last year. Like, that's what I'll give you, man. They bent, they didn't break. They weren't fantastic. I'm not going to lie to you. When I see LSU up 9-1 right now, after 3 innings, I'm thinking they're going to cruise. They did not cruise. You need a little bit more out of your relief pitching in that spot now. But it's early. Like, that's what I'm going to tell you. It's early, y'all. It's March 16th. They have time to get there. Noah Lejeune, how concerned am I that Mississippi State has gotten hits? I think Mississippi State's better than we gave them credit for. That's what I think. That's honestly what I think. I think Mississippi State is better. I think both Mississippi schools are better than we gave them credit for. Y'all see what Ole Miss has done to South Carolina the last 2 days. Those are good teams. This league is the deepest that it's ever been, which sounds ridiculous to say, and I fully understand that, but it is. Like, Mississippi State They look really, really good right now. And with that being said, I thought LSU, both days, given what we saw last night, I understand, but both days has done really well against the starter. You caught a break missing Nate Dome on Friday night, 100%. But the job you did on Evan Sierre was fantastic. And the job you did on Cal Stevens today was fantastic. It's just been everything ancillary to that hasn't been great. Like, LSU, they have to figure out a way to get to this Mississippi State bullpen. And they got to Gavin Black a little bit, but you have to do it more because we went through that in the recap, where their top, 5 relievers, 4 of them had an ERA, had a batting average against over 300. So, sorry about that. Tried to clear a message. Bad idea on my part. No Lejeune Kling would have made that catch in center field. I was saving that, but, Where was I on my... They've done a great job against the starters both days. They have to do better in the later in the game. So, you take Friday night, they don't get a hit after the third inning until the 9th. You look at today, they didn't score another run after the third inning. You have to do a little bit better, deeper against this State bullpen. And maybe they will. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. Eventually. It's not going to be right now. But Brent Robin, we're going to get to that. That's how we're going to wrap it up. We're going to talk about who's after Hurd tomorrow. Should have let Herring get the last. Nick, I'm glad you brought up Griffin Herring. I thought Griffin Herring stabilized the game for LSU. That's where I look at this and I go, excuse me. That's where I look at this and I go, you know what? I know earlier in the show I said it felt like last year. That's how it felt like last year. Griffin Herring stabilized the ball game. When he came in, that pop out he got a Mershon was massive. Massive. Because you would have had the bases loaded with Dakota Jordan coming up to the plate. So that out he got a Mershon was huge. And the next inning in the 7th, he goes shutdown. K's Jordan and then Hines. That was awesome from Griffin Herring. I know the outing maybe didn't end the way you wanted it to from him, but Griffin Herring's the MVP. I haven't seen what LSU gave the magic moment to today, but my money's on Griffin Herring. I thought he was awesome. The interesting part is what you have left, and we'll get to that. I will also say this. The reluctance to go to Nate Ackenhausen today until the 9th inning surprised me a little bit. Now, granted, when you put him in, he was fantastic. I mean, he was nasty Nate. It was shut down, 3 up, 3 down, what you want. It's what you want. So, in a way, it worked out. But they went Helmers. They went Little. They went Herring. They went Ulloa. They went everywhere they could until they got to Ackenhausen, which surprised me. So, you're going to need a lot from Thatcher Hurd tomorrow. And that's something we honestly have to talk about too, y'all, is the starting pitching this weekend has not been good enough. It just hasn't been. I thought Gage Jump started incredible today, but second trip through the lineup, he was found out. And yes, Brent Semino, you're right, he does. He has Nate for tomorrow. Absolutely has Nate for tomorrow. But after that, where are you? You can bring Little back, which could be good. We'll see what happens there. I've liked what I've seen from Christian Little so far, so I'm there. But the most important thing tomorrow is that you get extension out of Thatcher Hurd. And then you look at Ack a second time, Little a second time, and the guy we haven't mentioned is Javen Coleman. Javen Coleman could absolutely give you some length tomorrow. He hasn't pitched since Tuesday, so he could absolutely give you some length tomorrow, which could be huge. You could potentially piggyback him and Hurd and have starter, right? So that'd be great. But what I want to see, is the offense get off to the start that they did again. You're gonna Guidry, yeah, Nick, you could have Guidry again, but Guidry, you got to pick your spot with Guidry, man, because the thing with Gavin Guidry, the slider is absolutely filthy. The slider is disgusting. But if he's not landing it for a strike, he can get into trouble because he tops out at 89. And that's not going to get it done in this league. It's just not. So if he's got the slider, all for it. If not, quick hook. So, we'll see what goes there. But look, they needed this one today, and it got really hairy. You give yourself a chance now. Jurangelo Cinccia has been very, very good for Mississippi State. And he can throw from both sides, obviously. Oh, Honkus, stop it. It is not Tigerland. My God, sir, I'm 30 years old. You give me a damn break on that. Those days are done. He has favored the right side more. That's his better side, and he has favored that side more. You have to count on Thatcher Hurd being your guy. Like, this is the spot you want to see Hurd in. Everybody wanted to replace him in the rotation. I get it, but Garrett Hamilton's the winner. I get it, but this is the spot you have him in there right now. He won you the biggest game on college baseball's biggest stage. He should be prepared for whatever tomorrow throws at him. It won't be clean. I'll tell you that right now. It will not be clean. But you trust the veteran. You trust the guy. You let him go do his deal. All right? David, I do not know the answer if Cade Woods is on the 27. Man, my guess would be no because he's pitched one time this year. But you're going to have to see some guys that you haven't seen already. I will tell you this. I think State's pitching's in better shape than yours right now. I really do. I think State's pitching's in better shape than yours, but I think you have an advantage. I think you have an advantage as a starter tomorrow with Thatcher Hurd. So that's huge. Go get it. The thing you really want. These are the two things. We're going to wrap it up, but I'll give you these two things. Two things I really want to see tomorrow. I want to see the offense carry over what they had in the first 3 innings. Carry over the first 3 innings to tomorrow. And for everything that is holy, play better defense. LSU's committed 4 errors. 4 in 2 games. 4 errors in 2 games. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just don't do that. And let Thatcher Hurd go shove, win you a series, come home, and we'll talk about Florida after that, all right? Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all smash the like button one more time on the way out, please. There's 125 of y'all watching and only 26 likes. Smash the like button. Do me a solid, all right? Hey, look, the Pellies are up. Do me a solid. Smash that like button, and we'll talk again tomorrow, all right? Y'all be on the lookout for the full weekend recap. Appreciate all y'all. It's Musso at the Box. We'll be back next time.